Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to share some information. I've seen a lot of Google Classrooms over the last week or so, and now with our distance learning weekly assignments, everyone's kind of getting their pages organized. So I just want to share some best practices that I've seen over the last few days. Um, some people who are adding weekly video calls are adding a topic onto their Google Classroom page, which makes it really easy for the students to find out. For example, you do know, or hopefully you do know, that Google Meet has a link inside of Classroom, and you can turn it on from the settings. As you scroll down on Google Meet, you want to turn it on, make it visible for students. The link is here if you ever need to copy it, and on the pull down menu, you have the copy option. You have the reset if something ever goes wrong with a code. If you do make it visible for students, and then you want to click save. Since I haven't changed it, I'm not going to save it. Once you enable that feature, you will see here that the students have an icon for Google Meet right here, and it's also on the stream at the top on this banner, so they can click on it whenever they need to, and when you're having a meet. The good thing about this link and this collaboration between Meet and Classroom is that the students cannot enter into a Google Meet without you. Google has shut that down, so that's a great feature. So you can be very confident they can't get in before you. The only thing you would want to remember is at the end of a Google Meet, please make sure that all the students have logged out, and then you're the last one to log out. So that's there. So if you ever wanted to just copy that link, and just for organizational purposes, just for the students, you can create right here what is called a topic. Click on topic, or a folder, click on topic, and you can create the topic whatever you want to name it. And in here, to get to this point, since it's kind of an assignment, I clicked on create, and I clicked on assignment, and I named it. I put on the date and time of when the students are going to meet. And I also added the link on. I'm just going to add it one more time just so you see it. Add the link to Google Meet, and we can say meets are on Monday. Meets are every Monday at 10 a.m. We can call it virtual meeting. And over on the right hand side, you just want to remember, if it's going to multiple classrooms, you certainly can check them off at one time. And category is ungraded. There's no points. It's ungraded. You can put the due date if you want to, the date of the meeting, but you don't have to. And once you have this filled out, you can click assign. Can be picked up, and you can move them wherever you want to. So things that you want at the top, just pick them up and move them around, and they'll always be there. The second thing that I see on people's classrooms, which I think is great, is creating another topic and doing it for each week of distance on learning. Most of you have done this, I'm sure, but just check in, and so we'll say week 3 distance learning. Okay, so now we have this topic, and again, we can move it wherever we want to. So inside here, I do want to add in an assignment for this week's assignments. So for week 3 distance learn actual assignment, click on assignment, as that's what it is. And you can say the dates of the assignment. So it will be April and the date of the assignment. So this will be April 21, since they don't have school on Friday, through the 24th. And you can put your assignment in here. Is complete. Each assignment listed below your completed work. Turn in your completed work by the end of the week. Okay, and now you can add your assignment to it. So add here the link to the Worcester Public Schools distance learning page. So you can copy that link. If you want them to have the entire thing, that's up to you. and you can paste in the link here, and the student gets the entire grid for all of their classes, and they just have to view the file. That's it. What we're finding is students do need a way to turn in their work. So if you'd like to, if your students are not used to using the turn-in feature of Google Classroom, what I highly suggest doing is creating a document for them. Fine. I'm going to show you another way to use a template, and other departments have created it. It's an awesome template. So you could create the document and you could say answer directions here. Please complete each of these work on this one Google Doc and submit when all work is completed. So you could very quickly, if you wanted to, insert a table if you wanted to. So you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the work across if you'd like to. And then you can name it the days of the week. And you can adjust that here so that students have more room to write their answers. And as they write their answers in here, you'll notice when you click enter, it will open up for them so they can write all their answers for each day of the week. So this is just a very, very, very quick way to have students complete their answers. So once you make up this template, you can just X this out. And what you would do here is before you assign it to students, you want to click here, make a copy for each student, so that each student has a copy. Their name, when they hand it in to you, their name will be on their document, and they can simply turn in, and I'll show you what it looks like on the student side in a second. So when I assign it here, I just want to make sure that it's going out to either this classroom or multiple classrooms. That's up to you. For grade category, I would put ungraded. Due date, you could put the due date of, say the following Friday, which is the 24th, or at least give them until the 26th to complete it. And a rubric, if you do have that, that's up to you. The topic would be in week 3. You want to keep it in the same folder and then click assign. I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to see video calls and that. And the students, when they click on this, they can open it up. They'll see my directions, and they will see the link to Worcester Public Schools for all of the classes. And also, too, they will see their own answer sheet. And when they click on it, it gives them their own sheet, and they can put their answers there to turn in. So that's one way to do it. Another great example I've seen from teachers, particularly this is from the biology teachers in the science department, and also from the special ed department. They really broke it down even further. Their students needed it to be simpler. For example, the science department, they made a grid. So they took the work from the distance learning unit, the 26-page, very large document, and they broke it down into smaller pieces. So they took each day's work. They created a grid. So for example, and you can use this as a template. We're going to add this in a file, and every week you can just make a copy and add to it and put it on your classroom, make a copy for each student. So they named it, they put the weeks, they gave the standards, the objective, and the theme that we're studying this week, it's awesome. The directions that are for students of how to submit their work. So they asked the students to just submit once. So every day the students would open the document, look at the lesson that the biology teachers took on the left-hand side, and provided a space on the right-hand side for the students to complete the work, whatever was assigned to them. They did that for every single day and gave the students ample room to fill in their assignments. And then again, they say to submit or turn in on Classroom so that their emails are not getting flooded. And I think this is great. And they very kindly allowed us to make a template from it, and we'll include it in this email that you can use if you'd like to. So for example, if you wanted to put it on your Classroom as an example, you could go and let's just create an assignment. Week 3 work. Please complete your work on the document below and submit when all work is finished. So they can add this document, and it's going to come from Google Drive. It should be the most recent one that I made here. So you can click on it and click add. And the most important feature here is the ability to make a copy for each student. This is absolutely critical if you want to give them a portal in which to put their answers. Some students are very used to using Google Classroom and will create their own documents to submit. That's fine, but a lot of our students are not comfortable with this. So by providing them a portal, and if all curricular areas do it, the students would be very used to it. And before you assign, make sure you're assigning it to as many classrooms as you want to. If you teach multiple periods of the same course, I'm assuming you're keeping it all undergraded. And then the due date for this one, I think the week ends for next week on the 24th. Up to you, maybe give them until Sunday to hand it in till the new assignment comes through. That's up to you. And you want to tuck it right here, very important. So your page stays organized. You want to tuck it into week 3, into that topic or that folder. And if you did forget to make one, you can create one on the fly, that's fine. And then click assign. There it is here. The students each have a copy, so when they click on it, it will have their name, and I'll show you from the student side what it looks like for them to turn it in. And then as students turn it in, it won't be flooding into your email. It will simply be on your classroom for you to sign, to look up, and to give feedback and return back to the student. So this is really, really great. We are definitely going to include, as I said before, very kindly from the science and biology teachers that created this template that you could use every single week. So put your course name in, the week that you're talking about, change the theme here that we're studying for that week and what you're focusing on, and then maybe a little bit more instruction on what they'll be doing this week. Pretty much the same verbiage would stay for the rest. Just read through and change anything you want. And I would take here, I would go to the distance learning packet for that week and copy the assignments with the link, excuse me, and then paste it right into, and then paste it right into the template here, the assignment, and leaving room for the students. So that's great. So each week as a teacher, if we give out the template, all I would do every week is to do file and make a copy, and then the name of the change the name of the file to the current week. So week 3, week 4, so that you have a running document of all the templates that you send out. This is really a great template. Another thing that I saw within the special ed department, which I thought was really good, a lot of those teachers are saying that their students need it to be much simpler than that. They'd like to do it day by day. So an example of that would be here. This teacher created a topic for last week's assignments, and every single day created an assignment for the students to look at things. So this was just simply adding a link to a video, just asking them to fill out to watch the video, and then they're going to ask questions later. And again, putting it in the correct topic. On another day, and on the next day, I thought this was very good. The teacher is also asking a question here and providing the document so that each student can get a copy to turn in. So it just was very nice and easy for the students to have a portal in which to put their answers in. So we will include this template. And again, thank you very much to the science department for giving us this. This is not mandatory. I just thought I would share this with you because I think students are finding it much easier to handle. So as you scroll down, I'm sure your teachers are going to put links to each week's work. So this is week 3. This is an example of something you might see for next week. As you open up the assignment, you will see a link to the work that we just talked about before. And remember, this is the entire packet. Your teacher might have provided you a Google Doc with your name on it that you can click on, just like this. And you can type in your answers that, or whatever they asked you, maybe vocabulary and definitions. And you can type them in here. And when you're done with each day's work, it depends on your teacher. They might want you to submit it every day or at the end of the week. So when you're done with everything, that's what I would do by the end of the week. You want to click in the turn in button. And that will go to your teacher. And then just make sure you want to turn it in. So I'm just going to cancel that for a second. Now, if you do not want to type your answers onto the document the teacher gave you, what you can do is create your own. So maybe you already started one. So if you did, right from here, you can click on Add. And maybe you already started, it's in your Google Drive and you've already done it. You can pick it up from there. Or maybe you're just starting this from the beginning and you want to create a brand new document, which you can. So you can click on Google Docs. And you can create your brand new document. And you can open up your document and then put your answers. Answers for week 3, however way you want to organize it. Okay, and then again, you want to click in Turn In. Turn in feature is very important. We're not going to share, and confirm your turn in. And it will say that you've submitted your answers and you're all set. Okay. Another I see work from your teachers is when you click on the work, you can view the assignment and open it up. Another way teachers might have done this, specifically the biology for 9th grade, their team has worked together and given you one grid. So they gave you the directions for the week. On the left-hand side, they told you the day, and they gave you the assignment here on the left side. So you're going to click that link, and you're going to provide your answers over on the right-hand side. And then again, you can click on Turn In, and it will confirm with you, are you sure you want to turn it in? Yes, I am. And you will see here that your work has been submitted. You can unsubmit if you want to and redo it, but I don't think you'll have to. But if you do, you'll have to talk to your teacher about that. So hopefully that helps. And if anyone has any questions, please contact me. I'm happy to help you with anything I can. Be safe, be well, be healthy. See you soon.